But yeah, it is crazy how good quality some PS2 and old games have. Oh, look, Unity crashed when I launched it. So I did some practice size coding. I didn't know that JavaScript demos were a thing until that Revision 2020 party. So I messed around with some JavaScript and got like a 220 byte demo of some. I basically set up simple rendering. Here I've got actual rendering to pixels, and here I've got. I'll show you. It's a bouncing square like the DVD logo. I actually think I could easily replace this with like fill text and make this like a bouncing emoji head. But I think this is pretty good basics for 221 bytes. I actually think I could do a demo in this. I don't know about 256 byte one or anything more than these, but I think in like 1 kilobyte or like 4 kilobytes, I could probably fit a GLSL shader in there. I'm actually just thinking now, what if we did fill text? Hold on. Does this work? What if I replace this? Oh wait. So website for JS demos, was it Twitter? I think there's one where you tweet at it and it posts it on a website and displays it and renders it. Oh! Oh! It works. Wait. So now let me try. Oh, the bouncing it around isn't going to be lined up because fill text is dumb. Oh wait, it kind of... That's weird how it bounces like way off the bottom there. Oh, I think I get it. Peppa emotes on Shader Toy. I'm not surprised. I've actually been thinking about doing a game on Shader Toy. Yeah, it's funny. So I was thinking of doing a platformer, and I was like, oh, it would be nice to do little, like, make the characters in the little platformer frog emotes. Oh, these are unlisted. So, would that break copyright laws? I want to see if there's a canvas element font size. No, it has to be all in one. Okay. I just tested how compact can be code of drawing per pixel. It's unlisted, so I don't care about copyright. True. No, I've seen tons of other people. It's not even about your code either, because I've seen tons of other people post stuff that like is copyright stuff. I'm curious about whether or not they worry about that. I think there is DMCA on Shader Toy, but I have never heard of anything being DMCA'd. Closer. Oh, there we go. That's pretty nice. Now let's try replacing it with emoji. Oh my god, it works. I actually love JavaScript demos, dude. You can do so much more in this, I bet, than you could in like assembly, because of all the APIs and all the things with Unicode hacks and stuff. Oh my god. And the way that JavaScript doesn't crash, it just throws exceptions in the console, like, yeah, I don't know what, it's one of the early emojis. Should actually maybe slow this down. Oh yeah, you can actually see it clips into the wall a bit. It's still good though. Nice. I just wanted to see if that would work, because that would, like, you could do so much stuff in this. It blows my mind that they allow JavaScript at demo parties. I'll be honest, I was looking at doing like x86, either like 4K or 64K demos, and I was looking at like all the assembly packing and all that stuff of working on binaries, and I'm just like, but Java, and then I'm like, oh wait, you can use JavaScript. Why would I do all of that assembly when I could just load in shaders with JavaScript and WebGL? UTF-8 emoji have different view in OS and depends on browsers. Yeah, it does. It does. So I'm going to finish this auto exposure script this morning, and then we're going to go over to trying to make a little map. 4K OpenGL shader launchers, just template that everyone uses. Yeah, exactly. That's my whole thing, is like, for me, I actually want to go into the assembly, and I look at going into the assembly to hack that stuff, and there's a whole bunch of other assembly work that, like, if you saw my C core before, like, I've been working on stuff to like try and parse assembly, and it's almost like I want to do that stuff before I work on like the demo scene stuff. I feel like requires already having that assembly parsing and all that like, at least the way I want to do it, I want to understand the assembly So when I look at JavaScript, though, where I can look at the JavaScript, write this by hand, and understand it, I'm like, the JavaScript demos feel way more like bite-sized for me. I'm not interested in Windows-only demos or binary hacks. So then that's the other thing. JavaScript demos run like everywhere. People can run them without worrying about viruses. There's so many good things about it. Interest in cross-platform WSM and WebGL. So I figured out last night how to fix the color space issue. Check if active color space linear, and then I did the gamma conversion manually. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's actually looking pretty good. It's like not too fast and not too slow. It just like, you don't even kind of notice it brightens when you look at the ground until you look back up and it's like, boom, very bright. I want to look up if Unity can toggle between color spaces. No, there isn't a way to change it. Okay. Well, that's just the way it is sometimes. I remember seeing issues about linear color space in VR having issues. Oh yeah, I think it's with Windows MR. Image effect allows you to use linear color space with Windows MR. If you try to use linear color space with a Windows MR headset, you'll see that your scene is darker. It's because no gamma correction is done. Huh. I would say that's almost an issue with Windows MR headsets. Well, I guess I can just test I'm gonna implement the async version of this, and then I will I think I'm gonna test VR this morning. Make sure it works. I'm just looking through everything before I write the async code. I want to make sure everything here is as I want it, because I don't want to write the code twice. I'm also thinking I should add some comments. requirements are met. So this is another thing. I'm only doing the GPU readback on platforms that support ARGB float, but maybe I should do it with half as well. Maybe I should detect half support. So if a platform, like that's what I'm thinking is though, is what modern GPU supports async readback but doesn't support HDR float 32 textures? Godot does support VR. There are almost no projects on Godot using VR, so a very open market for self-promotion. I mean, VR Godot project may farm lots of likes on Reddit. That's true. Yeah, part of my, yeah, I'm, like I said, VR is like a whole can of worms. That's part of the reason I'm using Unity is because I don't want to learn any new stuff about VR because it's changing so much right now. Yeah, I think I'm gonna add support for nah. Any platform that supports ARGB float will support, or supports async GPU readback will support floats. Except for maybe Android. Actually, yeah, you know what? You know what? I am gonna add half support. DirectX 11 is old. There's exceptions for 32-bit support. Sure, especially for Intel GPUs. Intel GPUs so limited. Yeah, I don't know. I found actually that the Intel integrated graphics on Windows is pretty much full like DirectX 11. Like I actually have a desktop. It's running Intel integrated graphics and it has full DirectX 11 features. It's just all emulated and slow. But on Linux, the Mesa drivers have like this weird OpenGL 3.2, but like half the features aren't supported. So it's like OpenGL 2 ES, not like Core. It's weird. DirectX 11 is slow and bugged on latest 2020 Intel processor. I think that's why Unity doesn't make DirectX 12 default. I think it's slower on NVIDIA GPUs as well. At least from my experience. My theory is though people just don't know how to use DirectX 12 right yet. Just like Vulkan. Vulkan and DirectX 12 is almost 5 years old, but they're like still a work in progress. Alright, let's see if this works. So instead of get pixels, we'll do retexture dot get raw texture data Oh, does this allocate a native array each time? Oh, I think it does allocate a new array each time. Well, this allocates a new array each time as well, so... let's try it this way instead then. I guess I don't need to allocate anything here. So then I need to do number of pixels times, or actually have a different index, one for the pixel index. I wonder if this half to float will actually be slower, calling half to float each time. I mean, they probably have to do that when I do get pixels, but doing it from C# might be way slower. I also wonder if it's going to be in blue, green, red format on some platforms. Alright, let's see how that works. If it breaks or if it functions. Oh yeah, it works great. Alright, there's something I forgot to try. I actually remember this being a bug before. I might have been thinking of something else though, but if I apply bloom to the post-processing effect, or sorry, if I apply bloom and the auto exposure, I believe the exposure doesn't get applied to the bloom. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, the bloom doesn't end up working. Like, if I make it brighter, the bloom is applied before the brightness scaling, when the bloom should be applied after. I think Twitch trying to push ads on your channel start from yesterday. I'll have to check the Twitch info. It says that people like me who don't have, like, I'm not an affiliate, they say there's not ads, but there might be ads. That's kind of why I put no ads, is I'm hoping people will point out if there actually is ads on my channel, and I want to know. So I'm gonna put the bloom insanely bright. So I'll be able to notice it. Oh no, I think it's applied properly. I think it is applied properly. It's so much bloom. Yeah, I actually think it's working. So now with a reasonable amount of bloom, that should actually look pretty good. So if we look down here and then... oh yeah. That's really nice. Yesterday I had 3 times your stream stop for me. I saw 403 error instead of stream. Usually I see when Twitch display ad, just now it's same. Interesting. Twitch streams just stop all the time for me. I saw someone actually point that out in the revision party thing or Discord. They said that they had to keep restarting the Twitch stream because it would just stop. That happens to me. I think it's ad block actually. Yeah, auto exposure. Alright. We just made our code more efficient. Feels good, man. So now let's add async support. I wonder if I should just measure it in half floats, because I wonder, like, when I was measuring it before, it didn't make a difference, and if I measure it as float, it might actually measure wrong when, because it's displaying as half, it's actually displaying a different brightness. So I actually think a half buffer is the way to do it. Yeah, I don't know if I want to add this. See, it'll make it slower doing a half buffer because I'll have to do the math. I'll have to do the conversions. But at the same time, float might actually be less accurate, because if it renders to floats instead of halves, it's actually going to give different brightness values. There we go. Now it checks it whether or not it's supported. And then we create our rendering camera for measuring brightness. I wonder if I should probably add a thing that lets you set a custom camera instead of the main camera. I guess I should just assume it's main camera. Because it only supports a single camera anyways. Like, the only reason I would see for you to support other cameras is if there would be multiple camera support, but... Oh my god. I just realized I might not even need to create this camera. Hold on. Hold on. What if I just call mainCam.targetTexture, oh wait, render texture temp target texture. So I copy the render texture that it currently is. I set it to my render texture that I want to render to. I render, and then I set the target texture back to the temp. So then I don't even need to create a new camera, and it just uses all the options. Oh no, but I have to turn off post-processing as well. It is read-only. What is this shit? This is actually the same issue I ran into yesterday, is how can I set... How can I set this universal additional camera data? Not be assigned to, it's read only. I'm gonna need to shoot people a question in Discord for this. Toggle universal additional camera data toggle post-processing at runtime. There has to be a way to toggle post-processing on and off at runtime. I'm gonna ask people in the Discord. No fucking way. Do you see this shit? Do you see this shit, dude? Dude. Visual Studio is saying this cannot be written or assigned to, but it actually compiles fine. Oh my god. So this is either... This is like a Unity Visual Studio bug. No goddamn way. Ah, man, that's a... So I could change all these values in the first place. But it just... Oh my god. Alright. That's so bad. Alright. Let's see if this works. I'm really curious. Doesn't seem to be rendering or something. I actually almost want to say it's not applying color adjustments, I think. Yeah, color adjustments isn't working. I can see anti-aliasing is applied. Oh no, it's just not reading. Okay. Alright, I see. Yeah, so that isn't working. I might need to create a dummy camera. What did I do different here? Target texture, render texture. I wonder if it's because of the render post-processing. Huh. So this will hopefully turn off post-processing for the camera. Yeah, it looks like that worked. So it presumably can actually toggle post-processing. But I guess it doesn't toggle instantly at like runtime. Like toggling it on and off like this doesn't work. This is the only thing standing in my way right now, is this render post-processing. I don't know. I do not know. Maybe target texture doesn't work. I don't know. Hold on 1 second. Alright, I'm just really curious. I actually feel like this is delayed. Maybe there's something like update. Causes it to no, never mind. Maybe a function to cause it to update or something, but nope. Well, alright. Guess I have to create another camera just to do this, but Whatever. Oh, I might want to actually add an option for custom aspect if your camera's a custom like camera has a custom viewport rect. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'm gonna need to multiply that by the viewport rect. I think rect is what I'm looking for. This is where on the screen in pixel, this is normalized. Okay. Does it have aspect already here? I can't remember how to combine aspects. Do I just do rect.width divided by rect.height and then multiply that by the screen.width divided by screen.height? I cannot remember. Or let me think about this. So if the screen is already like a 2 aspect ratio, like width is 2 times bigger than height, and then the rectangle here is twice as big as height, then the aspect ratio is going to be 4. Yeah, okay, that's actually correct. This is actually really difficult now that I think about this. Let me check how this works. If I have the right, actually, if I had the right idea about this initially, then it's gonna work. So like setting 0. This should render in the center of the screen a bar. Okay, the bottom of the screen. All right. Never mind. I get this. This is actually gonna work. This is how you do split screen. Okay, so this is such an interesting thing. How would you do split screen with this? Like, the huge issue here is that it has, like, I think I'm actually thinking about this all wrong. I'm doing a global post-processing volume. If you wanted to support this for like split screen or multiple cameras, you could actually do that by just doing a volume on the camera. I actually need to look into this. Unity volume for specific camera. Like, I want a post-processing effect just on a camera. Post-processing volume, multi-camera question. I'm going to work through an issue I've been having lately. Camera A is my main camera. Camera B. Processing volume for specific camera. Post-processing profile. So wait, maybe I can actually apply something to do with these presets or something. I think there should be a way to do this. So the issue is, this will cause issues, I believe it might cause flickering where the player moves out of the post-processing volume. Like, the issue with this is you couldn't have two people. I guess I shouldn't even maybe worry about split screen. Yeah, the issue is having the post-processing as volumes means you can't really change them per camera. Yeah, so I guess this is just like an issue. So I guess I should just expect not to support split screen. See, that's conflicting, because like all I need to do is just find a way to just apply the post-processing to one instead of the other. Layers. Maybe Universal Render Pipeline doesn't have this. Oh my god, this is the same thing I just read. Okay. Yeah, this is definitely maybe maybe this will work. Oh my god, I think it only applies layers above. So if I put the post-processing... Okay, that is like, that's actually not user-friendly though. That's like really confusing. Huh. So how would I do that in like a friendly way? Is bloom even being applied? No, it wasn't. It wasn't being applied. Okay, so I can support that. Alright, actually, See, no, that doesn't make it possible because if it applies effects from the layers above, then that means there's no way for me to... Oh, wait. Now it's not applying it. Volume mask. Oh my god, it does let me do it. Yeah. Okay, so we actually can have different brightnesses per camera. That's actually awesome. So that means I can support different frame sizes like this. So let me think about this. Yeah, so that will also mean that I need a different camera or an option for a camera. Wait, I should also check if there's no main camera. Nah, if someone doesn't have a main camera, they've got bigger issues. Like their game doesn't have graphics. Hmm. Hold on, I want to check if async request.done is default right away. I feel like it does default to true. True. All right. Let me just Google this just to make sure. Request done defaults to true, because if it doesn't, then this is going to create a create an issue. Maybe I can find the source code. I don't know. I'm just gonna assume. It's so bad to assume, but I'm gonna need to check if they were created anyways. now I just need to do the same thing here. Should also make one to, you can actually just change the camera, never mind. Alright. Oh wait, this could be ternary. Wait, I wonder if you could put a ternary in the object. Could you do float supported, float, or a U short? No, I didn't think you could do that. Best method. Some invalid arguments. What did I do? Oh my god. Lowercase b instead of uppercase. So I basically got to copy the code here. I think I could actually just reuse this. I need to calculate. Yeah, I can reuse that. Okay, so pixels ready. True. And then we can put this outside the for loop. And this becomes if pixels ready. Nice. And then here it depends on whether or not float's supported. Oh, there's an option to change the semicolons to be right here, isn't there? It really bugs me, the semicolons being down here. These aren't semicolons, those are parentheses. I'm dumb. Visual Studio, make parentheses on same line. Change where you want to put brackets. Formatting. Oh, these are actually really nice options. Place open brace. Oh my god, that's so nice. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Thank you, Visual Studio. That's so nice. Okay, okay, let's try it. I still have to do it manually for these ones that I already typed. Oh wait, never mind. There is wait, how do I do it? There's auto format, isn't there? That didn't work. That didn't work. That works. I guess it already counts as being formatted. Now I just want it to be consistent because any of the new code I'm going to write is going to be on these same lines. Oh, that's probably what broke the formatting right there. do this for the half buffer. And that'll require our conversions. Very nice. So now I want to test something. So I already have some code that actually works and compiles. So what if I reformat this? Will this change it to my desired formatting? Nice. Ooh, wait, actually, no, actually that's okay. It crammed some stuff tighter, but that's because of the way I chose it to format. That's nice though. Alright, let's see if this works. Reformatted the code, looking nice. I just want to see, I think I turned on or off some settings. I think I might want to put space between some of these and organize them, but it's also good. It's fine. Let's see if everything works. Alright, so here it is with HDR and async. Oh my god, it's only running 80 FPS because I have capped it at 80 FPS. I am a genius. Yeah, oh yeah. The FPS only goes really high if you uncap it or set it really high. I forgot that's the way it works. Okay, 200 FPS isn't that good. We should actually be getting better FPS as far as I'm aware. Let me do some measurements and tests. Turn off this global volume. What if I turn off the auto exposure? What is like our base FPS? Okay, this is really interesting. Why is our FPS down to 300 from 500? Was this actually from changing gamma? Wait, this might actually be from gamma color space or linear color space. No, it's still 300 FPS. Where did I lose 200 FPS from? Why was I getting 500 FPS yesterday and today I'm getting 300 FPS? Where did my FPS go? Where did my FPS go? Huh. Let me try removing bloom. I've heard that bloom hits FPS pretty hard, but I didn't even have bloom active. No, this is weird. The batches and the triangles are going up. Let me just try removing... What is going on here? HDR, anti-aliasing. Maybe like... I don't know, actually. Maybe it's the reflection probe. So there I'm getting 600 FPS without the reflection probe. So there I'm getting 300 FPS with the reflection probe. Oh, it all, for some reason it switched from individual faces to all frames at once. Now I'm getting 400 FPS, okay. Alright. So I didn't think about this. I'm disabling everything except for the basic lighting. We're gonna do a benchmark, like a baseline. Alright, so like 800 FPS staring at the sky. 1.1 milliseconds. Pretty good. So now, what if I add auto exposure but don't turn it on or anything? Okay, about 800 FPS. So just having a new camera disabled doesn't add any performance. That's kind of what I was worried about. Frame delay 10. So let's try this now. With auto exposure, 10 frame delay. We lost about 100 FPS. We're down to 700, 650. So let's see how changing these options changes that frame rate. It's weird, I don't think the async GPU readback should have that much of a performance hit, but I guess maybe reading through all these pixels could just be expensive. So let's try setting the frame delay to 2. It's running very quickly. So that hits us at about 300 FPS. Not ideal. Let's see how much the non-async takes. We'll see if we get any performance benefits from half or anything like that. Yeah, so that is a pretty good amount worse. 380 instead of... Wait, actually, that's pretty good. Not async. 2 frame delay, that's actually really good. Yeah, it's not async, 300 FPS. So let's try... Oh wait, did that stop? Oh no, it's filling up the console. Okay. So now let's try 256 frame height. Oh yeah, that is literally laggy. That hits FPS pretty hard. So now let's try the 256 with async. $130 or 40. So like just reading data back from the GPU just hurts frame rate so much. But it is way better. So let me see if half is actually faster in any way. I don't think it is, but we will test. No, it's so much worse. It's so much worse. We lost 40 FPS. Okay, so I was right to choose float for performance. Alright, very nice. So it hits performance, but with the right options, the performance hit is very small. Oh, wait, yeah, I have to put a limit on this. Max exposure. I wonder if clamping by infinity works properly. Let me look this up. C# clamp infinity. I feel like this might inject infinity. Infinity proper weights clamp infinity. Float max value. Okay. I'll just try clamping to infinity and we'll see if this... See if this has any issues. So let's see if that works. Oh yeah, that definitely works. And so I still haven't tried adding dithering, but I believe dithering will help the banding. Let's see if it shows up. I actually can't even notice the dithering in the banding. Is there even dithering? Oh yeah, there's a bit of dithering there. Yeah, actually that might hide the banding. So I'm just thinking to organize this. I need to add some options. Lower value is slower. Alright, that's nice. And now I want to check, so I want to make sure that the default options look good. I do think this mix of color balancing and auto exposure is good. Alright, and now let's make sure that the clamping works. So this stops it from making it brighter. But doesn't stop it from making it dimmer. Now this will stop it from making it brighter, but let it make it, or this will stop it from making it dimmer, but let it get as bright as it wants. No. Alright, I am happy with that auto exposure effect. Yay! Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some. Oh, yeah, and looking at the frame rate during this, 700 FPS. It's barely hitting the frame rate. It is hitting the frame rate, but absolutely barely. I believe as well it can raise the frame delay to like 60. And it'll make it much smoother and nicer. I want wonder if I should make the frame delay. Ideally, I should make the frame delay based off of the frame rate in the game. So like this is giving full 80 FPS, which is very nice. Okay, I'm so happy the auto exposure script is fully working. Okay, I'll be right back. Gonna go get water. I might go for lunch too. I might not sit and watch videos today. We'll see. Alright, so I am going to test and see if this works on VR. I actually don't know if I have... I don't think I have OpenVR enabled. No, I have none. Okay, so I'm going to switch over to VR now. Well, not switch over. I'm literally just going to plug in VR. I'm going to see if it works. I'm not even going to turn on the controllers. Oh my god, what this just... Oh god. What is it doing? What just happened? Is everything okay on stream? You can still see everything, okay. Alright, good. So it will probably open up Steam when I switch this. Hold on, I think I can actually... Alright, here we go. I just wanted to get tracking working. So now let's see if this works. So when I click play, it should launch VR. Yeah, it's launching Steam VR. Okay, awesome. It works. The auto exposure works in VR. I can't remember if I added controller support to this. I don't know if I have any way to move. Let me check something. I could have sworn that I added controller support to this. New action, keyboard walk forward. Read value. Maybe it just hadn't initialized yet. Weird. It should be detecting this Xbox controller. I'll need to look at my input settings asset. I still don't completely understand how this works. Oh, I have it set. Oh my god, of course. I don't have it set to my Xbox controller. I have it set to my VR controller. Oh my god, I have unplugged Bluetooth. Alright. Alright, screw this. I'm doing it with the keyboard then. I can't be bothered to, no, actually, you know what, this is good practice. Walk. How do I do this again? This is a joystick binding. So then let's add. I still don't understand this, which is why it's good for me to, the left stick is usually move. This is nice how it automatically gives bindings to a lot of the buttons. I'll just make jump as A. Button east, button north, button south. Oh, that's a good way of describing it. So A would be button south, I think. Let's see if this works. Nice. Oh, the dead zone. There's no dead zone on it. Hold on. It's constantly moving to the left because there's no dead zone on the gamepad axis. There has to be an option for dead zone. Oh my god, this is so nice. Wow, Unity's really smart for adding this. This input system is actually one of the really well done things. It's new in the engine. They've thought of a lot of stuff that people need. Like it has rebinding. Okay, awesome. So now we can jump and we can walk around in VR. And the auto exposure works. So when I go and look at a dark object like this, it gets brighter. And then when I go and look at the sky, it's super bright until it averages out. Walking seems so much slower in VR. I don't know if... I guess that's just VR. But yay, it works. Alright. Seems like it Seems like it's all good. I just need to check some options on the camera. Like whether or not it's copying field of view correctly. So Windows field of view is 102. Our copy camera field of view is 102. Alright, I think we are... See if the stereo separation is different than that. No, actually that won't matter. Nice. Alright. There we go. Auto exposure works for VR. I'm actually super curious if controller moves slower. Let me check moving on the keyboard. Oh my god, I can still turn the mouse in VR. Nope, walking in VR just seems slower. Very interesting. It's probably the high field of view that's on PC. Yep, it's fully working. Yay. Alright. There we go, the auto exposure's done. Alright, so that's gonna be it for this stream. I'm gonna go have lunch. I'll be back this afternoon. I'm actually gonna work on developing a map to actually like try and walk around in and test. I don't know, like that's a huge thing in practicing game development. Unity is getting practice building maps and things, so we're gonna build a little desert map this afternoon. Yeah, I'll see you around then. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye. If you have any questions, I'm always active on Discord or Twitter. See you around.